It's Tokkuri Yashi, and I am still in my Halloween costume for today's video, which is a look at the new Prifest character, Arachne, who was a bit of a surprise to be getting a Prifest at Halloween, but, well, they have squeezed it in. And if it is not another additional character, it's just going to be one of the three we're getting in November anyway. Maybe it's not that big a pressure, extra pressure on our jewels. Anyway, let's go in and have a look at this Prifest character. It is actually very good. And here is head gotcha. As you can see, it is a Prifest double rates. It's only here until the 3rd of November, so not very many days on this banner. It's a Prifest. When this banner goes away, we will be getting the Sister Kasumi. Sister Kasumi will be coming on the 3rd, so also bear that one in mind. But let's have a look at the kit for Arachne. I think she's pretty good. As well as Arachne on there, of course, we have all of the other Prifest characters. So this is the first time that we can get Shinatsu and Ayla on this banner from Pity. If you didn't get them on their original banner, we thought it was going to be New Year's. I still think we're going to be getting a New Year's Prifest as well. So that's only 2 months away, just under 2 months. So, well, a lot of pressure on our jewels. Sparking for Prifests in future banners and skipping them is also a very dangerous way to go about things, but it is an option anyway. Let's have a look at this image here of Arachne, so we can get a little bit of details from her. She is a booster character. She is also on the fire element. As we can see, she is physical and sits right at the back, position 732, the rearmost facing character that we have on this fire physical team. And if you have a look at her loop pattern, she only has one loop pattern here. First action is this special skill that she has, and then, well, most of her actions are actions. She does have 2 little normal attacks in there. That's the only damage that she does, is those normal attacks. So she is 100% a supporting character. There we go. Let's find my Arachne then. We did do our summons yesterday. Thank you to everybody that came to have a look at my summons. We did have a bit of scuff though with the internet, so thank you for persevering with that. And again, if you go and watch it on the VOD, then please please take that in mind. I was thinking maybe I could clip it and post it up separately and get rid of all of the scuff, but we will see, we will see. Anyway, let's get back to Arachne here. Now, first of all, I'm going to address one concern that did arise about Arachne when we were doing our stream, and that is she will not go into the guild house. So if we see here, if we try to set her as a character in the guild house, where is she? Can we find her quickly? Yes, there she is. She is not settable as a character in the guild house. And why is that? Well, probably because she's very big. She is a very, very big lady. If we have a look at her stats here, her profile, we can see she's 240 centimeters tall. That's about 7'10", I think, and 180 kilograms. So a little bit too big for the guild house, but if you still want to feed her cake, you can do that down here with these little hearts. You can feed her cake here to get her rank story unlocked. So what we want to have a look then is Arachne's skills. So first of all, we're going to start with this special skill, as it is the first skill that she does when she enters battle here. And this, enemies with the highest attack, either magic or physical, are put into a state of severance, which is basically fear. So she puts fear on them. Whilst in this state, they cannot gain TP from action. So it wouldn't be the worst idea to maybe even try her out in PvP. It lasts for 4 seconds. So if it was quick enough, I mean, it does have a cast time of 1.05 seconds, so it might be a little bit slow. She'll be right at the back. It might work in certain circumstances, but to stop your opponent's highest DPS from gaining TP at the start of a PvP match, not the worst thing. So let's continue then. First then, or next, we'll have a look at her Union Burst here, and we can see this Union Burst deploys a physical and magical nullification barrier over all allies, grants continuous HP recovery. Now this HP recovery is the only thing that she has that scales on her physical attack. So I will mention here, giving her EX equipment with huge attack on it, defense penetration, etc, etc, I don't think is really going to be hugely beneficial to her, which means maybe if you've got a equip that's got good defensive skills on it, maybe this is the character to give them to. But the higher attack will increase the HP recovery over time. She massively boosts physical attack of the ally with the highest physical attack other than herself, who performs physical attacks. She grants 1 revitalizing threads to the character with the highest physical attack, and this revitalizing threads is consumed when that character does their union base. And when they do their union base, they will gain 1000 TP from this revitalizing threads, which means basically they double union base. So the union base, then they get TP back enough to do another union base, which is absolutely crazy. And we will have a look at this in a little while, just see how crazy it is, how well this Arachne supercharges the highest physical DPS that you have on your team. Note, it is not locked to an element. We'll have a look at skill 1 then, and this skill 1 again we can see is full support. Slightly boosts all allies TP boost, slightly recovers TP of all allies, that's 100 TP there, as well as increasing the physical attack, physical defense and magical defense of all allies there. So not only are you getting stronger, doing more damage, she's also helping to keep allies alive by increasing their defense. On top of that, the nullification barrier on her union best, so she is doing quite a lot. Then we'll have a look here at her skill 2, which greatly lowers an enemy in front physical attack, magical attack and their physical defense. Also increases the damage that they receive from physical attacks. So not only is she boosting your allies, she's debuffing single target enemy or the enemy that is closest to you. Very good utility here. Even though this is all just for one enemy in front, she's definitely single target. I can still see her being used on multiple target teams as well, and potentially off element. We'll have a little talk about that later when we're going to do some testing with her, which is what we're going to do now. We are going to show exactly what this Arachne can do and how crazy it is. We'll talk about some of the characters that maybe she's stepping on the toes of with this introduction to the game. First of all, then, I would like to show what Arachne does, which is supercharge your highest DPS, physical DPS on your team. So to do this, what I'm going to do is we're sending in Ava here on her own versus this training boss. We're going to see how much damage she does. Then what we're going to do is send in Ava with Arachne to support him. Now, Arachne does absolutely no damage herself, so all the damage is going to be coming through Ava, and this is going to show exactly how much extra damage Arachne can give your highest physical DPS. And remember, it is not locked to an element, so it is highly likely that Arachne will be used off element to supercharge the highest physical DPS of other elemental teams as well, increasing her value. So there we go, Ava on her own, punching away, Fists of Fury da Fista, about 99 million damage, just shy of 100 million damage. So let's send her back in, and we will put Arachne there as a support, just to help her out. Now watch how much Ava's damage is increased by the support here of Arachne. This is what Arachne is here to do, to support your highest physical attack ally. So watch, when Arachne does her union best, she will give the threads to Ava, which will allow her to do a double union best. It's absolutely crazy. There we go, union best. And next time Ava does a union best, there we go, 2 in a row. Absolutely crazy. There is no reason why she will not be used off element to support other massive physical DPSs. Maybe Sasuke, Alpha, Christina, Shinatsu. All of these characters can be buffed by Arachne here. And if you don't have Ava on your 5 physical team, I don't know why that would be. If you have Christina or maybe Cannon as your highest physical DPS, they will be getting the buff as well. Absolutely crazy stuff. Now remember, Aira on her own did 99 million damage. And here she did 261 million damage. So that's basically another 160 million damage. Get your math straight. 160 million damage extra just with the support here of Arachne. Now that is absolutely crazy. What is also crazy is they didn't lock it to the fire element. As we saw there, that first example was against a single target opponent, so we're going to do the same with a multiple target opponent, as Aira is good against single target and multiple targets. So this time we're going to see even bigger damage numbers, I think, from Aira. So this time Aira on her own managed to achieve 321 million damage there on her own against a multiple target opponent. Let's do the same. Let's put Arachne in and see how much more damage she gets against the multiple target opponent. So this time we can see we have Arachne here supporting, and once again just watch when Arachne does her Union Burst. Now Aira double Union Burst straight away. 6 nodes. 6 nodes instead of the 3, getting Union Burst, all equivalent. Absolutely crazy. So what did she, 350 odd million damage the first time? Now with Arachne support, she's jumped up to 448 million damage. So there's over another 100 million damage extra against a multiple target boss. Again, absolutely crazy buffs here from Arachne. And one last example, if you hadn't already appreciated how good this Arachne is, we have this 5 physical team here in the last clan battle that we took a part in against the tough guys here, with the Summer June tanking about 240 million damage this team was claimed to have. So I'm going to run this team, and then we're going to run this team with Arachne in, and we're going to see the difference. So we've jumped into the middle of this fight. We are running it full auto. This is not also going to show how much extra damage Arachne does, but it's also going to show how she helps keep your team alive and the defensive support that she gives as well. As you can see here, my June's only 4-star. She drops around about 25 seconds. This means our damage is going to be the maximum, but we can see this team does around about 240 million damage full auto if you get it to it when she's at 5-star. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run this same team. We're going to take out Worker Aoi. One little Worker Aoi is sent to the subs bench. And we're going to run this same team again with Arachne in her place. Now this time, we haven't upgraded our June at all. She's still 4-star. She's still a level 30 on her unique equipment. Still not quite up to the level of tanking this tough Geist. But with Arachne on the team, lowering the attack of tough Geist, also raising our defenses as well, putting up that nullification barrier. This time, June is going to survive, and we're actually going to get a damage score. So what does that mean? Characters like S.A. Saren, who has been, and this is this tough guy doing physical damage because it's a physical barrier that Saren gives us. They are going to be probably used even less and less now we've got Arachne. That's one of the victims of Arachne's release. Another one is Ho-chan here. Ho-chan's toes are being stepped on very slightly, as both of them are doing very similar things. However, I think Ho-chan might survive. We're probably going to run them together like we are in this scenario. So here we are around about the time when June went down in the last fight without Arachne there. She survived this time. We can see Arachne is helping our team survive. Maybe, I'm not sure if this boss is immune to fear, a tough Geist that's immune to fear, but he didn't Union Burst there either, so his TP regen has been disrupted as well, it seems. He's attacking at different times with Arachne on this team. And as we can see here, just running this team full auto, we are getting 280 million damage. Now my June isn't at 5 stars. She could be optimized quite a lot more. And as you can see there, she is the second highest DPS on this team. So I have seen this team go way over 300 million damage full auto with a full whale setup. Compared to what they were predicting from the team with Aoi in it, 240 million, absolutely huge upgrade just for a full automatic team. As you can see there, Tough Guys was a multiple target opponent, so this Arachne can work very well on single target and multiple target teams. She can work very well off element as well, which just shows how good a character is. So quickly at the very end, we did do our 5 physical tier list a couple of months ago when Ada released. This is our old tier list, so let's just have a quick look at it updated. We'll put Arachne on it and we'll move a few of the characters around on this 5 physical team. Now this is a new list here. We can see Summer June has jumped up a little bit. Characters like S.A. Saren, I haven't moved it down a tier, but she will be used a bit less, I think, now that we have got Arachne on here. And we haven't moved Ho-Ho out of the top tier. She will be used a lot as well. It's a very, very good character. But Arachne does step on her toes a little bit. As we can see here, though, with no surprise, Arachne is right here at the top of double S tier. A very, very, very valuable character, not just for the 5 physical team, but for your entire box. And for any physical team, really, coming up in the future. So, there we go. That is about Lady Arachne Prifest character. Let me know what you think. Have a good look to everybody who is summoning for her. I am Tokkuri Yashi. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you all again for another video. Bye, 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 bye. Hey.